Hello, and welcome to the Fit Over 40 Challenge Show, the #1 health and fitness show for those of us in the club. Yes, that's right, the 40 and Over Club. My name is Coach Dave. I'm going to be your coach and host today. Super excited to bring you another episode. And today, we're going to dive in to something that's really super important for you to really focus in on. It's also April, and it's Gut Health Month, okay? So today's topic really is all about what you need to know about gut health. Now, let me ask you this. Does the idea that there are trillions of bacteria living inside you right now freak you out? I know it sounds a little creepy, but it's absolutely normal and healthy. And here's the thing. It's part of having a healthy digestive system. So today I want to talk to you about all those amazing bacteria that live inside you, okay? And how they impact your health and your results in a big way. But real quick, for those of you that are just getting their first taste of this podcast, my name is Coach Dave. I am the author of the Fit Over 40 Challenge book, which accompanies this podcast. And I help men and women, obviously over the age of 40, transform their lives physically and mentally, and I do that through my coaching programs, and you can find out more about that later. But just wanted to introduce myself and also tell you how grateful I am for all the comments and reviews that you leave about this show. So please keep doing that and sharing it with those people that need to hear the message. So let's go ahead and dive in. Now, I'd sent out an email to my newsletter subscribers and talking about this, but I wanted to share it with you on this podcast as well, because what's going on today. If you're listening to this live, or we are in a crisis in the pandemic, and immunity is so important, and there's a lot of talk about that now, and it should always be important though, because here's the thing: what's happening in your gut has a huge impact on what is happening in your entire body. Now, I'm talking about everything from your mood to your digestion to your brain to your heart. And again, it can even play a role in your weight and vice versa. Okay? And now here's why this matters. Now, your gut is like its own planet. Okay? It's got trillions of residents, and each of those have hundreds of different species of them. And all together, if you put it all together, it's a microbiome. Okay, so your gut microbiome. Now, each kind of bacteria has its own and different job. Some help make hormones and help with your body's processes. Some help make neurotransmitters. Some also help that affect the mood. And then some even help to turn veggies into cancer fighters. Now, there's a lot more than that, but I just wanted to share a little bit with you right there. But they play a big role in your immune system, and that's why this is really super important, okay? Now, but there's also unhealthy bacteria, okay, and other toxins that can be in your gut. I'm talking about things like E. coli. Now, scientists are still learning just how important it is to keep the right balance of bacteria. And this is going to be a huge area of study moving forward. I think we're going to start hearing a lot more about it. And here's the interesting thing is that our bacteria is unique. There's this unique balance it has, like our fingerprint. So we share about 1/3 of the same basic gut makeup as everybody else, but the other 2/3 of your gut microbiome is individual to you. And as a side note, this can kind of be why sometimes, some people do better on certain diets than others, okay? And again, the research is looking into that and seeing, why that is. But that could be one possible reason. But even with that, again, there are lots of actions that you can take to keep your gut in balance. And they're going to be pretty simple actions that I'm going to tell you, okay? And this is going to all boil down to having an overall healthy lifestyle and having that lifestyle that makes you feel better all the way around. So let me go ahead and outline and give you some quick highlights on how you can get started right now. So the first one, and it's probably pretty obvious, but what you eat plays a huge role, okay? The good bacteria likes a healthy, balanced diet with unprocessed foods, fiber from foods like apples and oats, and very little sugar. Plus, it can help to eat fermented foods that contain healthy bacteria in them. Some of the examples are like sauerkraut and yogurt with active cultures. The second thing is sleep. Sleep plays a big role in your gut health. I know that sounds like, what? But first, not getting enough sleep can harm the good bacteria in your gut. That's because your gut microbiome plays a huge role in creating sleep hormones. And with fewer of those hormones, it can make it harder to sleep. Obviously, with lack of sleep can increase those bad stress hormones. Now, another important aspect is one that you probably would find a no-brainer, but exercise. Okay? People who exercise regularly appear to have healthier gut balance. Now, again, this is people that stick to these exercise regimens, okay? Because that is going to help keep that balance. Now, the final one that we're going to talk to you about today before we wrap things up is stress. Okay, it's a 6-letter word that can do a huge number on your gut microbiome. Okay, there's a direct link between the lining of your gut and your brain, with each affecting the other. So making time to de-stress is huge. And again, in this time period that we're at right now, and I know that sometimes people listen to this at all different times because it's still going to be relevant, but take this time to actually de-stress. Turn off the TV, turn off the device, relax, meditate, breathe. Again, de-stressing plays a huge impact on your immune system. And right now, that's so important. It's always important, but I know that right now, people are more focused on that than ever. So those are some of the highlights. Again, I know that there's a lot that's there in terms of trying to process this all with, but it's a good way to start thinking about, keeping a healthy lifestyle, eating the proper foods, getting the proper sleep and recovery, and de-stressing, okay? Remember, what helps you feel healthy and strong will always help your gut feel healthy and strong. Again, it's all connected, okay? So it's the big process, not just one thing, but kind of all of them put together. Now, again, I really enjoyed just speaking to you briefly about this because I know that it's super important, especially as we get older. We have to start now if you have not already started. You've got to start focusing on your health and your immune system. You've got to be as strong as you possibly can be. Now, if you need additional guidance, I'd love to provide that for you. I have an email newsletter list that I put out to my subscribers where I share stuff like this, a little bit more in depth too sometimes, but I'd love for you to just, get on there and I'll give you the gut health guide, take you through and get your immune system up to par if it's not already. And if it is, again, maybe it'll be some things that you can tweak to make it even stronger. All you have to do is just go to the website fitover40challenge.com/gut. That's fitover40challenge.com, all one /gut, and then just sign up and you'll get your free guide. And again, I just want to be of assistance to you. So in any way possible, if you need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. If you feel that this would be something that would benefit someone else, go ahead and share it with them. I love seeing it shared on social media. Love responding to your DMs and everything. So share it on the socials, and with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Again, this is Coach Dave, and I hope you make it a great day, make it a great year, make it a great week, whatever you want to, just make it great. All right, this is Coach Dave signing off.